Okay, I'm in the village of Dockray, near Ullswater in the Lake District, and I am hoping to climb to the top of Gowbarrow, I think it's called. Okay, I managed to find a parking spot in the little village of Dockray. That's where I am now, just round the corner there. And here's the Royal Hotel, Dockray. Now I'm looking for a footpath that goes off to the right here, and hopefully I'll be able to eventually ascend to the top of Gowbarrow. Yeah, public footpath to Aira Force, a well-known waterfall that's just down the valley there. Yeah, this looks like a nice track. I'll just take a picture of that house there with a grass roof on it. I bet that's nice insulating properties. A very, very small. No, it's not a house. Yeah, there's the house up there. Now you can find these walks that are pretty quiet. They seem to, the vast numbers of tourists go to places like Langdale and Wasdale and places, but this is kind of like on the outskirts of the mountainous area of the Lake District, and really got the place to myself. There's the stream that feeds Aira Force.
Is that clear up? No?
It's quite well signposted here. Gowbarrow and Aira Force Gowbarrow. Yeah, so that's Gowbarrow there in front of me. So I've got an ascent route there, which I don't think it's going to be quite as hot as yesterday, but it'll be warm work going uphill. Yeah, the mist is lifting nicely, and here's another of those excellent signs. Aira Force 1 mile down there, and Aira Crag and Gowbarrow Summit up there. So this is where the work begins. Family coming up behind me, so there are a few walkers around here. Of course, everywhere in the Lake District on this kind of weather, the Lake District, vast numbers of walkers. It's becoming more and more popular. But there you see at least a 500-foot climb up there, probably quite a bit more to the top of Gowbarrow. So first glimpse of Ullswater there. You can see this path is a little bit rocky and it can be slippery, I think. Still a little bit on the wet side. Another shot of Ullswater Lake, second largest lake in England. It's quite steep here, but they are going to do some work. They've got these bags of boulders ready to repair the path. It's the little village of Dockray down there, and there's a car park for Aira Force. There's 2 car parks, one there, well, 3 actually, one for the Air Force Falls as well, but they're pay car parks. So I was lucky, I got a little parking, managed to find a parking place in Dockray. So I've still got a way to go yet. Okay, yeah, one step at a time. This is the last steep bit, I think, before we'll get to the summit. Hopefully, I think that's the steep bit over with. It's starting to level out a bit here. Okay, that looks like the summit up there where those people are. Looks like there might be a trig stone on the top. A couple of hikers. Unfortunately, you can't see the big mountains. The mist is still covering them, and it's misty generally. You can't really see in more than 5 miles. I think that's I have a little, yeah, that's Big Mill there, and that's a Little Mill, and this is the Trickstone. You can see the lake just maybe vaguely in the mist. Started the descent of Gowbarrow down to the Aira Falls, and this is most people come up this way. It's a kind of like a not so steep, and yeah, so it wanders around a bit for a mile and a half maybe before it gets to the falls. There's the summit up there. Some people on the top. But there's a nice graded footpath going down. This is obviously the best way to ascend. But unless you're like me, not too happy on steep, slippery rocks on a descent. It's a pity. When the weather's warm, the Lake District is often misty. Sometimes you're better having the odd rain shower to clear the mist. But there's a nice soundpost there. Aira Force, 1.5 miles. So actually, it's a longer walk than I thought. Aira Crag, where I've just come from, the summit, 1.25 miles. And Pulley Bridge, where I was yesterday, that's 4.5 miles down here. It looks like that'll probably be quite a nice walk. It might be part of the Ullswater, yeah, the Ullswater way. Yeah, so that would be a footpath that would be probably in quite good condition. You just see little patches of the Ullswater lake down there. Section of the walk, the Ullswater way. You can see why they've chosen this footpath, because you do have an excellent view of the Ullswater itself. But unfortunately, as I say, it is a little bit on the misty side. Another view of the lake. Can't see the end of it. It goes up quite a way up further on. Okay, here you can see the length of the lake. Just round the corner there, it carries on going for quite a distance. And the big mountains, partly hidden in those clouds in the distance. Of course, this end of the lake is far more scenic, because you've got the big mountains at this end, and yeah, so it's quite a good walk. It's some distance. Now, somewhere around here, there's a memorial bench, and when I reach it, hopefully it won't be too far down. I'll have a break. Okay, I'm just going to have a bit of a break here on a flat rock I found. I haven't seen the memorial bench yet. Somewhere I can pick it up, because the trouble is the sun reflects in the viewfinder. But somewhere down there is somewhere down there is the Ullswater steamer. There's several of them. They go up and down. It's a regular ferry service. It's quite pleasant here, sitting in the warm sunshine. Now down there is looks like some kind of, is that Lyolf's Tower? There's something called Lyolf's Tower down here. It's a kind of, I don't know if that's it. Don't know anything about it. I passed the memorial bench. It's way up there somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, I must have missed it. But this is a handy spot right here. Yeah, right there, little seating stone. Okay, I'm back down, almost at the level of the lake, and in the area where the nice big trees grow. That's an ash tree there. Okay, which way? I want to go to the Aira Falls. I think this leads to the car park, but I might as well go down. If not, if there's, well, it seems to be the main footpath. There's a multitude of footpaths around here. It's a very popular area. And look at the size of that. Yeah, look at that tree there. Look at the size of it. Perspective, there's some people. Been there for, well, maybe centuries. So I'll just go down to that footbridge and then all roads lead to Aira Falls, I expect. This is a well-deserved popular spot here. It's the footpath down from one of the paid car parks. And there's a sculptured signpost. Well, you don't need directions for Aira Force because you can hear it. While I'm here, I might as well descend down this staircase and climb back up again. Stone bridge. There's a staircase coming down. As if those nice staircases like this going up to the top of the big mountains with handrails. There's the upper stone bridge over the falls. A deservedly popular spot around here. It's not just the falls, but it's quite pleasant woodland as well, and the sound of the river, which goes down a series of smaller falls. And of course, lots of people here because it is a August bank holiday Monday and it's good weather. So watch my step here. Well worth coming here. It's if you like the sound of running water and rapids and waterfalls. And there's another attractive waterfall there. Nice footbridge that crosses over to the path back to the car. That guy in front looks as though he's in the 70s, but he's got a wiry frame. He's going up at a good belt. So even if he's my age, he'll probably doesn't stop him climbing the big mountains. I feel as though I've expended enough energy today. There's the summit up there of that fell I climbed. Seems like a long way up from here. Yeah, so I think I've got my mountain climb in, even though it's not a major mountain. It's quite a bit of exercise involved here. Nice to come out into the open though and the views come back. It's still on the misty side. If I can find a spot here, I'll have a quick break. I haven't got far to go back to the car. quick beak on that handy rock there, and that's where I started my ascent up to Gowbarrow. Seems a long way up. I'm not sure if I'd like to climb it now, especially not with this the sun shining down on the top of your head. Yeah, okay, the car's only a quarter of a mile away.